Hello, I'm Sparring DK and welcome to our first video in our Relegation Regen Rebuild series setup. Now, we've done this for a couple of years on the channel and I'm looking forward to bringing it to you again. It may not be for some time. We need to wait until the youth edition has finished up before this series starts up. But obviously, I need to do work behind the scenes to get this all set up, get all the graphic work done, get a bit of a trailer, a little bit of hype going. So this is their first initial video for this year's Relegation Regen Rebuild. So all I'm looking for in this video is a little bit of subscriber interaction from you guys at home so that we can put together a series of something that you really want to watch from start to completion. So if you're not familiar with the Relegation Regen Rebuild, go back and check out the FIFA 17 version, which we did with AC Milan. But the basic gist of it is we take one of the high-end teams from one of the bigger competitions. We strip all of their players out of their team. We relegate them down to the lowest group that we can possibly do. And then we go ahead and rebuild them with regens and youth academy players. So let's get into this one. I just need to explain a few things and what I need from you guys in this particular video. There'll be some more setup videos along the way so we can have lots of interaction, really put together the kind of series that you guys want to see on the channel. So what I want in today's video is we need to narrow down basically a handful of teams that we possibly want to use for Relegation Regen Rebuild. So I'm going to go through the different leagues here. We'll go through and have a look at some of the teams. And then in the comment section down below, this is what's going to happen. I want you to pick the team that you think we should use for this series. I don't want a whole list. I don't want 10 people commenting all the same team. If you see the team in the comments already there, please feel free to put a comment below it saying, yes, I'd like this team. Maybe gives it a thumbs up. And I'll basically pick probably the best 5 to 10 teams and we'll start doing some voting over the next couple of weeks to really narrow down on which team we're going to use. There's going to be a lot more involved in regards to what I need from you guys into pulling this series together. But the initial video, this one right here, is to start narrowing down which club and which league we're going to play in. So the basic gist is we need leagues that actually have a second or third or fourth division. So let's start here in the Premier League. Obviously, we put this team all the way back in League 2, so it'll be another long Road to Glory style series. We may have a vote to possibly dump them into, say, the Championship or League 1. I'm not sure at this stage. Maybe leave some comments on that one below. Now, I don't want to use Arsenal. We've done Arsenal in the first Relegation Regen Rebuild, but we can basically go through and pick any of the Premier League clubs that you feel are too big for their boots and they should be brought down a peg. So all of the players here, I'll have some more ideas on what we're going to do with them, whether we chuck them all on the free agency list or actually ship them off to different clubs and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you want a Premier League Relegation Regen Rebuild this season, feel free to pick one of these teams. Next, we have the French. So we can go into the Domino's League 2 with one of the big French clubs if that's, you know, what you're up for. Maybe AS Monaco or PSG. Get absolutely destroyed. You know, PSG has spent a lot of money lately. Maybe they come in and get fucked over by the board and have to offload all their players. I don't know. I just need the team first so that I can start working on, you know, the storyline and getting that real absorption into this series like we like to do on this channel. So if it's a French side that you would like to see, we haven't done a French campaign before on any level. So if that's something that you would like to see, maybe put a French team down below. If you see one that you do like, make sure you comment below that initial team and maybe give it a thumbs up. Germany, we have been to the Germans before. We did with Bayern Munich back in FIFA 16. The Bundesliga goes back to Liga 3 now, so that's a big drop. So we could possibly return to Germany. I don't want to do Bayern Munich again, so pick a different team if the German style series is what you're looking for on the channel. But generally we want one of the bigger teams, you know, like the 4-star, 4.5-star, 5-star teams that we can really just decimate, pull apart, and send all their players off to somewhere else. So Germany's where you want to be. Make sure you're putting one of those countries down the bottom. And we also have Italy. We did Italy last year with AC Milan. You can go down to the Calcio B, of course. So we could pick a big team here in Italy. Fiorentina possibly is a 4-star team. Inter Milan, a bit of a rivalry for our AC Milan time. Juventus, of course, who are dominating. Then we have Napoli, Roma. There's big teams here in Italy. Torino possibly. You know, if the Italian league, you want to see it again, make sure you're putting that country down below. And the final one will be, of course, Spain. Now, we haven't been to Spain before. I'm pretty sure they've got the graphics in here now. So we'll go down to the second division in Spain with one of these big teams. So maybe Atletico Madrid. You could possibly shred the crap out of Barcelona, although they've got Barcelona B down in there, so that might be a little bit odd, but maybe we could swap them, put Barcelona B in the firsts, and the proper FC Barcelona go back to the seconds and lose all their players. I don't know. I'll work that out as we go through and pick a team. Maybe you want to see Real Madrid absolutely decimated, or Ronaldo just shipped off, just a free agent, never to be seen on the football field again. I don't know. You're going to have to write these clubs down below, should I say, and get voting with thumbs up and comments. I need lots of comments, lots of thumbs up, and I will narrow it down to probably about 10 clubs. We'll start an initial vote process. We'll narrow it down again, maybe to a top 4, and then we'll have another final vote to pick the team here for Relegation Regen Rebuild for FIFA 18. I'm not going to cover anything else at this stage in regards to the rules, managers, and all that other kind of jazz. We'll have some more follow-up videos after this one. But as I say, this is just the initial startup process. And I mean, a lot of guys will just go, oh, all right, let's pick a team, vote. All right, let's start the crew mode. No, not this series. I need to set it up. I need to give it some juice, some love, and hopefully something that you guys can really get invested in, much like you have done with the Youth Edition series this year, which has been absolutely tremendous. So that's probably where we'll leave it here. So make sure in the comment section down below, put the club that you want to see in Relegation Regen Rebuild this year. If you see the club that you like already, make sure that you put a comment underneath that one saying, yes, I'd like this team as well, and give it a thumbs up. Lots of interaction. Get talking amongst yourselves on reasons why you think this club would be hilarious to do this campaign with, and we'll have some more videos coming up for this series. Thanks very much for your time. I do appreciate you watching the videos on this channel, and we will see you in another video. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.